A week and a half passed since we placed the glass urn into a steel box with a jar full of acetone to start dismantling the old joints. About 4 days I left the urn in the seal environment to see actually the acetone would start softening the adhesive and the joints would start moving. However, nothing happened, no movement, nothing happened. So I decided to think about other methods. How can I actually fasten the process a little bit? First, I decided to use some cotton wool pieces, immerse them into acetone, and I started applying them directly onto the old joints to introduce the acetone kind of directly onto the adhesive. However, unfortunately, it wasn't really effective. The aging of the old adhesive, the thickness, you can see here, the thickness of the glass itself, and the tight joints on the edges made the whole process much harder than I thought. Then I decided to place the glass urn into a vacuum chamber, following the same principle as creating a sealed environment with acetone. However, after 2 days of trying this method, nothing happened. So again, none of the old joints were moving. So I decided that I'm going to start trying actually placing the whole object into an acetone bath. And I left it overnight to see this direct application of acetone inside the old joints, whether this would work or not. And when I came the next morning, something was happening, but again, the joints were still quite tight. A colleague of mine suggested to me that hot water, just application of hot water might also help. So I filled a large tray with just hot water, and I placed the object exactly in the same position as it was in the acetone bath, the same side, and about I think 5 to 10 seconds, I realized that all the joints on that side came apart. Following that, I repeated the same method, putting it into the hot water bath. So in an hour, the whole jar came apart. I did some documentation, of course. Before actually I dismantled the jar, I took detailed photographs. So as you can see here, as the fragments came apart, I numbered them, and each fragment, they have little kind of numbers on them. So when I start reconstructing, I know which way to build. And currently I'm still in the stage of deciding, because this is an archaeological glass, it is important to use an adhesive which will not be stronger than the glass itself, but will be strong enough for this sound and heavy object to travel around the world and also be displayed safely.